What's up guys, onto the channel. On today's video we have got the ZD Racing Rocket Rally 1/8 scale rally car. If you've seen my other videos, wasn't too keen on it from the start. Very slow, in fact slow as shit out the box. Claimed 80 kilometers an hour on the Banggood website. I did mention to them it was very slow, and they have actually changed it to 40. It didn't even quite make 40 kilometers an hour even after I geared it up with a 19 tooth pinion. Second video we stuck a 120 amp Surplus Hobby ESC in it and ran it 4S and got a massive 55 kilometers an hour out of it. And on this video we're going a little bit further, new motor in there and a different 4S Lipo. Before I take the body off, just to have a look underneath, what I don't like about this is the fit of the body is a bit rubbish. You can see it's been rubbing there. Now if I bring it down here, if I put the suspension down, it actually lines up pretty well. Once it's up in the air though, it's just a bit rubbish. It is a nice looking car though. It is slightly out of proportions. It's a little squashed up, I think, proportion wise, a little bit wider than it should be. But overall, I like it. So there's your 120 amp Surplus Hobby ESC. That will actually take 6S, however, I'm not too keen on running it 6S at the moment. We'll just stick with 4S because that's what we've been doing the last couple of tests on. 19 tooth pinion still in there with the stock spur, and everything in there is as it came out of the box other than that ESC and the motor. This is the original motor that came with it. So as you can see there, it's pretty much the same length. However, the girth, the important bit, it's completely different. That motor in there is a lot bigger, but it's still 2,200 kV. So they're both the same kV, so they're both rotating the same amount of times to the amount of voltage going in there. However, this one is a much bigger motor, so it's got a little bit more torque, a little bit more pulling power, and that's going to give us an indication of whether that was the issue to why this thing was not performing. And I'm pretty sure that was the issue. Now that motor is unbranded, but it came straight out of my ZD Racing Pirates 2, the 1/8 short course from ZD Racing, straight out of there. I've had a quick look and I can't find it for sale separately, but this sort of size motor, Surplus Hobby do them this size, really cheap, $30–40 for something like this. So ESC is about $40, £30, and the motor is very similar. On the last run we used this 4S Lipo, 4,250 mAh, 30C. On this time we're beefing it up a little bit, still 4S, but this one's 5,000 mAh, 50C. It's a Gensace bashing series Lipo, got loads of these, really rate them. So batteries are both 4S, this one's just a bit beefier. Motors are both 2,200 kV, this one's just beefier, so we've beefed it up, a bit beefier, beefed it up, a bit beefier, beefed it up, a bit beefier, beefed it up, a bit beefier. It's the same as the last run where we got 55 kilometers an hour. Let's go and see what this thing does now. Will we hit that magic 80? It is a little bit wet today, but I think we'll be alright. Tyres are pretty good, they got a bit of tread on them, so I think we should be alright. Anyway, GPS is on. Let's give it its first pass on 4S. Certainly seems a bit faster. Magic number we're looking for is 80 kilometers an hour. What do you reckon? I'm going to go 70. Oh, I didn't leave myself much room there, did I? Definitely quicker than 55, which was with that other motor. So that's kind of proved that point. The motor wasn't up to the job. We've now got a bigger cam motor. I think it's 2,200 kV. I'll double check, I'll put it on the screen. Let's bring it in. Quite pleased with the grip from them tyres. What are we saying? 67. So we've increased by 12 kilometers an hour from the 55. Still not quite 80, but that is a reasonable speed. I'll tell you what, this has got loads of grip, even though it's wet. Those tyres are really grippy. Dumbo RC, or the rebranded RGT Dumbo RC transmitter. Loads of range. I'll tell you what, this handles really well. Look at the grip. Loads of grip. That is soaking wet. That is loads of grip. Alright, let's bring it in, see what that speed is, and then I'm just going to have a play with it. That's what she said. 67 again, do you reckon? Oh, 68. 68 kilometers an hour. The quest for 80 is still ongoing. This ESC, the 120 amp Surface Hobby ESC, will run 6S. Don't want to run this 6S just yet. I wanted to try and keep, you know, keep it as close to factory settings, which was 3S. I mean, you can stick 6S in pretty much anything and you'll get some crazy speeds. But I think what we're going to do with this now, I think I need to just go silly on it and see how fast we can actually get it. I wonder if changing the wheels over to maybe some Hoons or some GRPs, putting a Max 6 or even a Max 8 in it, running it 6S or 8S. Do you reckon we could get this to 100 mile an hour? I don't know. I think we should go for 80 kilometers an hour first before we start thinking about that. Anyway, I'm going to have a play now. Hope you enjoyed that speed run. Look out for more of this. See you next time.